So I logged onto YouTube the other day and was utterly appalled with what I saw. Then I logged off my dashboard. See, YouTube as a platform is like the wild, wild west. It's the same site that allows you to watch quality content from people with freaking degrees, years of experience, professionals who are creating either free entertainment or tutorials, in the same place where you can watch this. How does this go on for 20 minutes? They got Academy Award winners vlogging on the same platform as these guys, broadcast shows recommended alongside spirituality channels. It's a beautiful and weird place at the same time, and I absolutely adore it. But obviously, when anyone can just upload anything, including yours truly, you can get a bunch of garbage, a bunch of trash, a bunch of things that Justin Y wouldn't even comment on. And the thing is that, you know, you have a bunch of things like clickbait, which is obviously extremely annoying. You have opinions that you might not like, right? There's people who steal content, people who just watch content, and then people who are just never content. There's a lot of things on YouTube that you may not like, right? But there's one thing I think that supersedes all of those, because all of those things are just annoying. They're obnoxious at worst. But there's something that I think is the scummiest thing in the world. Death. Now, I'm not talking like live leak videos, because you should not be doing that. I'm talking about like when somebody goes trending because they died, and all of a sudden they do the little Birdman thing, and they pop out with like 5 videos on that person. Now, 2 things. I'm obviously bringing this up because of a recent event, and if whatever opinions you have on the person, forget it. Switch it out with another person if that makes you feel better. I'm talking about like the core subject. And the second thing is that I'm not saying that you can't cover somebody's death. There are a bunch of people who actually had something to say with different things, right? Like, you know, when Anthony Bourdain died, I never watched him. There's no reason for me to give my opinion on him just because I want to go trending. But in this case, there were a lot of people who talked about him. People who didn't care to monetize their videos. They actually had an interaction with this person. And then there's this guy.
We're extremely sad to announce that our beloved Michael has passed away. It was so unexpected.
Yo, now you're porn stars? What's going on?
What?
Yeah, weird.
You're alive?
Of course.
All right, back to work.
Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Michael McCrappen, but that's completely, you know, like I said, opinions don't really matter. They can be obnoxious at most. I don't like him. Maybe he sees my stuff. He doesn't like it either. But the thing is that I think there's a difference between being able to respect someone for the amount of videos that they make, the fact that people copy him as well, the fact that he puts in the work and he's making money to feed his people. It shouldn't be by making 3 videos on a dude's death.
But the reality is I have to keep the lights on, I have a team to pay, so, you know, I just want to keep bringing you videos each and every day.
Sir, ain't that the excuse drug dealers and thieves use?
You have to understand, you have to look at it from every child's point of view that was raised in the hood. How he gonna get his money to have clothes to go to school for the investigation.
What? I love how he comes out and he says, oh, you know, I actually had a relationship with a dude. This video is to pay my respects to the man. Which are brought to you by Audible.com. And I know a lot of people are quick to say, well, the news is, yeah. When the news exploits tragedies for money and bombards you with ads, that's also bad. Like, remember the Parkland kid? Like, they had released videos that he had taken where he pretty much said this.
And when you see me on the news, you'll all know who I am. You're all going to die. Pew, 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 pew.
And you mofos gave him exactly what he wanted. There are a lot of videos out there. There's like a dude who's pretending to be his brother just to get some clout. Skits of kids trying to be funny so they can get on trending. People making conspiracy theories that they know aren't even true. They just want to get those views. I saw Jurassic World reviews where in the tags they added his name because they thought it would help the SEO of the video. I'm not saying that all commentary is bad, right? There's a difference between the intent, right? There is jokes that came out that I thought were pretty savvy. Then there are other jokes that, you know what's worse than being disrespectful? Being unoriginal. I just personally feel that the scummiest part of YouTube is when people use somebody's death and not only try to bank off of it and make multiple videos, but when they do it and they pretend that they care. Now here's the important thing, right? I'm not just talking about people who actually make stuff on YouTube. I'm talking about you. Believe it or not, you guys are actually really, really important, and you guys are the reason why anything goes trending, why anything has a say almost in a sense, because anyone can make a video. It's the people who have a following that are able to add to it, and you guys are able to comment on anything, be it Twitter, be it Instagram, be it anything. And you guys kind of have the same responsibility. You know, when this whole thing happened, I saw a bunch of people who were like, they were talking about someone who they didn't even know their first name. You can have whatever opinion you want on the guy, right? But they were talking about a court case they never read. They were defending a girl who they didn't know her name, and who also tweeted out this. I think it's something that goes both ways on trying to condemn somebody you don't know, and also trying to blindly defend somebody you may not know fully of. So whether you cared about the individual or not, you know, and again, this guy bothers you so much, switch it out with any other person, your weekly celebrity death, sadly, and the same thing happens where people don't really know about the person, they just, they see that they're trending, and, well, the world's got to remember that I'm here too. And that right there is what leads me to the big question. The question that I want to reach out to you, Philly D style, which is, should The Last Jedi really be remade? But also, at what point can someone be redeemed? You know, there's a bunch of celebrities out there. Some of you don't even know all of their troubled past, but you watch them and these guys are making millions. I'm pretty sure this guy's making billions out at the box office, and they fully redeemed themselves. And by redeemed, I think that there's like 3 steps, right? They made a mistake. They have to fully apologize to that party and to everyone else who's their fans. 2, that apology needs to be accepted. But I think to be fully redeemed, what I mean by that is not that they just are allowed to be out in public, but that they can come back and be at that same level that they were. I think it's an interesting discussion because I know a lot of people who don't like certain celebrities because of stuff that they've done, but they're okay with other celebrities because they actually like their stuff. I know some people who still hate Ariana Grande for glazing that donut, which I don't even remember. But they defend Bieber, who peed in a bucket. So it's this weird thing where the public, all of us included, get to decide who gets that forgiveness or not, right? And of course, it varies from an individual basis, right? Not everything's a mob mentality. There's definitely different areas of crimes or mistakes that people have committed. But it's very interesting to see someone boycott Woody Allen movies, then bump that tekashi 6ix9ine. So while I'm sure that most of you will agree that the scummiest thing you could do is make money off of a person's death, I still have to ask that question of at what point can you forgive somebody's mistakes? If that person is actually trying, they're actually seeking out to better themselves, seek forgiveness from that party that they did wrong to their fans, at what point can they be redeemed? Or do we condemn them for eternity as if we have never made mistakes?
You're gonna sensationalize the negativity and not give the kid any type of positivity. So what you're saying is, anybody that's a piece of shit, we just make them more of a piece of shit, and we abandon them? If Kodak had did a wrong, just metaphorically speaking, if Kodak had did a wrong, and he wanted to make up for it, wouldn't that be what mattered?
Unfortunately, we live in an age where they want to see they want to see you just go away.
I'm honestly curious about that because there's a lot of scummy people out there in the world. There's no doubt about that. We all it's very easy to hate things, but it's a different thing to show forgiveness. And I'm not saying that everyone has earned forgiveness, but I think that if someone's trying to make a difference, if they're able to change, and then if they're able to actually reach out to those people who have made those mistakes, because it's a lot easier to connect with someone who's gone through the same things you have, and they're trying to make a difference and change themselves, and you as a complete stranger don't want to forgive them, then doesn't that make you the scummy one? Thank you guys for watching this video. I know that some people, some people are going to see it as a defense for X, something against X. I don't even have him in the tags or anything. He's just the subject of what I saw, right? I saw the McCrudden video and I was like, all right, he made 1. Then the dude made 3. I don't know if he's going to make any more, but if you want to focus on the X thing and ignore everything else that I said in the video, that's completely fine because any comments honestly do help. But I am curious on that discussion, how you feel about that. Even if you don't care about celebrities, forget celebrities. In your own life, at what point do you give that forgiveness? At what point can somebody be redeemed, considering that we all make mistakes? I'm curious to know your thoughts down below. Shout out to the patrons for supporting this show. Really appreciate you guys. Definitely let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.